Hey guys, welcome back to the Film Fan Club. Sam Carrico here. I just wanted to let you know right at the top that this video will have spoilers in it, so you've been warned. Alright, so picking up where we left off, Norman's therapist has investigated the accusation that Norman made about his mother having killed Bradley Martin, Miss Blair Watson, and Emma's mom, and he talked with the authorities. The authorities look into it, and all the deaths seem to have an alibi except for Emma's mom, who's just, seems to be missing, and she's always kind of, I guess, adrift, so that's kind of normal for her personality or whatever. So there's that going on. That seems to be not. Yeah, they always seem to do this. They always seem to make a big deal and a cliffhanger out of one thing at the end of one episode. Then we figure it out in the very next episode, and it's like, that's not a big deal at all. But anyways, I did also figure out that Julian, Norman's friend in the mental institution, is in fact real. So that's good. I thought it'd be a little bit confusing if they just started having Norman see all these various different characters instead of just being, focused on his mother. So I like that they're kind of keeping that going on. And after he does break out with Julian, he eventually finds his way back to his therapist, and after almost having a near, encounter, he became his mom and blacked out for a second, almost killed this girl, but luckily he was able, circumstances got him out of it quick enough and got him back to his therapist, and he finally seems to open up, and he's taken his meds again, or for the first time, I guess, and now he's actually starting to talk about things with his therapist. So that's good. He's making a little bit of progress. He actually wants to learn. But then as the episodes go on, episodes 4, 5, and 6, which is what we're talking about here, his therapist actually makes a pretty big breakthrough and talks to the mother persona, talks to Norma, Norman's alter ego, not of course the real Norman or real Norma, because Norman, the son, thinks that his mother came and visited him at the hospital, and really she didn't visit him. He's having these hallucinations. It's a pretty big breakthrough that the therapist made, being able to talk to him, and the Norman seems to actually kind of be coming to grips a little bit with the fact that that he's got this alter ego, that maybe it's not his mom that's killing all these things, and that's starting to eat him up inside a little bit. Meanwhile, we do get some more stuff with actual Norma, the actual mom. She's still married to Sheriff Romero, and this storyline, I mean, while it's one of the better side stories that's going on, it seems like they just kind of keep needing to throw in drama because they have Norma's home is wrecked, and apparently I'm not sure who did it. I think it was the lawyer, sheriff, no, the sheriff's banker is what it is, because she's like a shady banker, and the sheriff knows stuff about her, and the DEA's on to both of them, and it's kind of a storyline I don't really care about. It just seems like it's thrown in there to add drama. I don't remember if this banker character has shown up in the past, or if it's just solely something that now that the Sheriff Romero is kind of elevated to a really like member of the principal cast, if that's something that we have to just have now just to have more drama. Speaking of just having more drama, the Dylan and Emma, now I guess Dylan wants to move to Seattle to be with Emma, because Emma's got to move there because there's an even better hospital in Seattle, which is weird because I thought they went to Portland because that was one of the best hospitals, but really the best hospital was just one state over. I guess, a couple hour drive, and she could have had an even better hospital for her whole lung thing, so I don't know why they didn't do that to begin with, other than the writers are just making up more stuff for Emma and Dylan to do, which is really what this whole storyline with Emma really feels like. It's like I care about, I don't care about it, but I'm like happy for the character and like the vaguest sense of the word, but this isn't really what I feel like when I think of Bates Motel. Also, what I don't really think about is the whole Caleb storyline. There's this dude chick that comes in to help repair the window after after Norma's house gets wrecked and the window gets broken. I guess I shouldn't really say he came to repair the window. He was the shady guy that had to do something with Caleb that Dylan talked to in the previous 3 episodes, and now he's confronting Norma under the guise of being someone who came to repair the window. He eventually does repair the window, so it's kind of a weird thing. He eventually comes out that Norma and Caleb slept together, which is another kind of, I don't know if it's a retcon, because originally I thought that he just raped her a lot, and that was the thing, but now it's like, no, they slept together, and it was consensual, and she loved him, and then he raped her when she tried to get out of it, and I don't know if that's a retcon, or if I just wasn't paying attention. It's a weird situation, because I think they definitely had Norma's emotions toward Caleb kind of shift a little bit, because I don't think there was ever like at the beginning of this whole storyline, which by the way, I thought we'd be done with the storyline by now, but at the beginning of this storyline, there was not really a sense of love, just a bunch of hatred and animosity for what had happened because I thought it was years of rape, and now they're changing it, and it's whatever. But anyways, Chick tries to, I guess he threatens to blackmail Norma because he has some business with Caleb, wants Caleb dead, assumes that Norma wants Caleb dead too, but she kind of chickens out on it and can't kill Chick, so she's kind of stuck, and he threatens to blackmail her. So she eventually fesses up to her husband, Sheriff Romero, about what had gone on between her and Caleb, and that was a really nice, touching moment. I really love the Sheriff Romero character and just how good of a guy he is. He's so nice to Norma, which is really what she needs in this struggling time. I mean, she's got this terrible situation with her sons and with her brother and all this terrible stuff. I love that scene too, where she's like, "You can go ahead and pack your bags," and he's like, "Okay." And he sold it. I was like, "Okay, he's out of there." And he's like, "Where are we going?" And I'm like, you're a good guy. I like you, Sheriff Romero." After Norma yells at Chick a lot, he leaves eventually, leaves the window. Like I said, he did eventually make the window for her, so that was really nice. But I don't know I don't know if he's going to come back. And there's this constant mention of Bob Paris. There's this key storyline. You know, the banker, she needs the key that Bob Paris had to get into a safety deposit box, and Sheriff Romero's got the key. And I don't know really where that's going on. A lot of this extra stuff just seems like noise compared to the actual Bates Motel storyline. And I really didn't think that we were going to like. The Norman Bates going psycho storyline is what I mean there. But I didn't really think that I was going to like spending so much time in the mental institution with Norman at the mental institution, but the way that they're able to dive into Norman's psyche and kind of just tear his character apart a little bit and just kind of give us a little bit about what makes him tick. There's that really emotional, terrible scene whenever Norma is in character as his mother and explaining what happened between her and her ex-husband, and he raped her, and it was just a really terrible situation, and and Norman was under the bed. Oh my God, it was just heartbreaking to see how that just tore this family apart and how Norman has suppressed these memories. It's just a terrible situation, but it makes the storyline there so much more interesting, and I care about Norman, and I know this isn't going to end well, but I want it to end well because I want all these characters to have this happiness. So really, I mean, again, I don't care about the Emma stuff at all. I don't really care about the Dylan stuff at all. I don't really care about the Caleb stuff at all, but I do like Sheriff Romero and Norma being together. I think they make a really good couple. They have more chemistry too than Emma and Dylan ever did. And they keep mentioning that Emma and Dylan are these like they're like so into each other. They would do anything for each other. They just even though they've known each other for a long week or for not a long time, just a few weeks, their love is just so powerful. And the whole time I'm like, why? You haven't told us why, other than that they love each other. You haven't told us how or why or what or anything about why I'm supposed to care about these characters, so I don't. I just feel like it's the writers like, we need 45 minutes an episode, so what are we going to do? Okay, let's have these two other characters, just throw them together, and it's just, I don't care about that stuff, but I do love all the Norman stuff and all the Norma stuff and the Sheriff Romero, and I'm interested to see because, again, I've seen the previews for Season 5, so I know where parts of the storyline go, so I'm interested to see how this all culminates, and we're about to go into Episode 7. I'm probably going to do 2 more reviews for this, do Episodes 7 and 8, and then 9 and 10, but if it gets too long, I might just do them all in one video, so we'll see. But anyways, in the meantime, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Am I being too harsh on the storylines that don't involve Norman? What do you guys think? Again, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for checking this video out. If you like it, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. We got more TV recaps, movie reviews, movie news, podcasts, the whole shebang. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well, @Samuel D. Carrico. Thanks a lot. You have a good one.